there it is. The last standing quarantine zone in South Zagoria. They seem to have infected right outside their walls. Try not to attract their attention. Let's hope it's safe in here. They say this is Quarantine Zone 7, and that all other quarantine zones have fallen. Excuse me. We will be being intook rather, into the quarantine zone, hopefully without any issues. Hello? Is there anybody here? Hello? Maybe there aren't any quarantine zones left. Hello, is there anybody here? Hello? Hello, is there anybody here? My name's Chip O'Connell. I'm here with the World News Network. Is there anybody here? suppose I'll give it one more try. Might have to wait for...
Alright.
Protocol.
Hello!
So
Hi.
you are telling me
How are you
what's that?
doing?
What's that?
We're looking at the same thing, and we got here at the same time. I don't know. Now I'm going to conduct an investigation to find out.
Alright,
No
good
investigation
sir.
needed.
Start with conducting an investigation.
I can tell you exactly who I
Right.
am. My name is Chip O'Connell. I am a reporter with the World News Network. There's been word that this is the last quarantine zone. Quarantine 7. And all the others have fallen. The one I was with before, a lot of the people there have fallen. They're those things out there now. And I was told that this might be the last standing quarantine zone. So I'm just looking for a safe place to be, and also to collect as much information I can for the World News Network in order to spread the story of what's happening here. You guys are surviving. How hard is it here?
Who are you spreading that information, if I may ask?
The world. Anybody who's left to hear it. We're trying to.
Can you tell the world to, send us more supplies?
That's what we're in the process of doing. We're trying to figure out how to do that and spread word so that you can get those supplies.
Doc, there is a way to do this. It is, we say, nice and calmly, instead of just rashly
You know that
jumping.
I only have like 10 bandages in my clinic left.
Get
One
rags and disinfect them.
No, I only have one.
Go start cutting up clothes that no one uses.
I only have one disinfected, and that's half all empty.
Can't you boil the rags to disinfect them?
No, I need like literal disinfection.
Isn't there a heat temperature that sterilizes them that you can do?
Well, yeah,
or
but
at least oil-wise?
that doesn't really kill 100% of them.
Well, alright. Let's hang on. Let's see if we can get him, or if he wants to come inside. I check him for
Shall we
scratches,
start
bites.
with introductions?
I very much would like to come in,
yourself?
honestly. There's a lot of... You guys seem to have a lot of those things out here. I'd rather not get eaten alive, honestly.
Alright, Chip. We're gonna let you in. You're gonna get medically checked.
Alright, well, while he opens the gate, I guess I'll introduce myself first. My name is Dr. Felson Pustampasic. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. My name's Chip O'Connell. And how do you say your name again?
And my ears are plugged again. Nice.
Alright, hurry through. Hurry through.
Yep.
Put a little hustle in it.
Sorry about that.
Running a holiday retreat.
Knees ain't really what they used to be. Sorry about that.
Alright.
Well, like you said, we gotta be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. There's a lot of those out there, and the other quarantine zones have fallen, so it's good that you're being careful.
Right.
Could you escort him to my clinic? I'll be there shortly.
Well, I prefer if we do it up here first.
Well, I do not have supplies here right now.
Can't you just pat him down, look for bites and scratches?
Oh, I haven't been bitten, and I do feel quite well.
Sure, I can, no problem. Sorry, buddy, but we have to do search. The protocol can't just take your word for it.
Yeah, Yeah.
But it's not an issue if
Here,
it's not an
you
issue
can
with
pat me
like
down.
what's on
I mean,
him.
there's a house right there that's empty if you want to be not out in the open.
No, my question is not bothering it what I can see. It bothers me like what is in him. Like, you know, someone can get exposure from POX. They don't need to get like they don't have to show symptoms or anything. They can just have it in them.
Alright, then I guess to the clinic. My bad.
Yeah.
I don't get told much on infection, so... Or I don't ask too much.
You can just wait here. I can grab my stuff, and that's all. You can use that time to chat properly because you seem to be more sociable than I am.
Sure, yes. So...
Locals.
So what's your name?
Leo. My name's Leo.
Leo.
Yeah.
How long have you been here? Were you stationed here before the other quarantine zones fell, or were you brought from one of those, or have you been here?
I've been here since before they fell, the other ones. And this one's doing alright.
Now, is it incorrect of me to assume off of what I heard you two speaking about earlier about there being a lack of supplies?
Operational-wise, no. Logistical-wise, yes. Short-term, we are working on it. Long-term, yes, the shipments have ramped down in a severe degree than what we used to get.
Yes. The border seems to be an issue as well. But there still seems to be some stuff being brought through. Is there? Is there anything getting through at all to help you?
We've had helicopters come through, trucks. It's just, and then we've also had the few people that just throw stuff over the walls, too.
Okay.
Yes, we're still getting stuff, but it's strained heavily.
Okay.
And we've had helicopters go down around the perimeter outside, 500 to 1,000 meters off, from what we can hear sometimes at night.
So the assistance that would be arriving is being shot down before arriving. Is that what you're saying?
Whatever we get is getting intercepted, is what I'm saying, by something or someone.
Okay.
Because you gotta remember, we're not in the best geopolitical area between Russians and Red Star and people and infected.
And
There's multiple avenues.
what organization are you a part of? Yourself?
The Russian Emergency Authority.
Okay. The CEA?
The CEA. Yep.
So you've been doing
part of
okay
it.
here
Guards are
in
part of it.
regards to keeping infected at bay, regardless of the lack of provisions being provided?
We're staying afloat, is all I can say.
It's more than the other quarantine zones, at least.
Right.
You're doing better than them, unfortunately for them. And
Unfortunately.
some of the people who got out of the quarantine zones before they fell, like myself and my colleague Tim, he's on his way. I heard him over the radio recently. He's on his way down here as well. He should be arriving in a day or two. I'm not exactly sure how far out he is, but he's on his way as well.
Alright.
So if another man shows up with a press vest on and saying he's from the World News Network, he's my colleague.
I got a question for you.
Yes, go ahead.
What made you come here? I mean, to the country.
All other quarantine zones have... what made me come here to this country?
Yeah.
During all this? The story, to expose what is happening to the public so they are aware of it in order to push the importance of sending the help that's needed here. And as I've heard already, it is needed. The provisions that have been being sent, you said it seems that it's been intercepted before arriving. So the more we are able to get this out there, the more provisions might be able to be sent, and that might be able to get through the interceptions that are happening. And that's what you all need. That's what all the other quarantine zones needed. And unfortunately, it didn't happen in time. So I'm hoping that the story gets out there in order to reach people in time to prevent what happened to the other quarantine zones from happening here.
Alright. Well, we'll get your medical done, and we'll parade you around like a war bond show.
No need of that. You said your name was Leon?
Leo.
Leo, yes.
Yep.
I'm back.
Good.
We see. You ready to slap his medical done? Or get it done?
Yep, please either roll up or take off your coat. Thank you very much. Now give me your hand and I will give you some antibodies. Take some of these pills as well.
Thank you.
And I'll have to test your blood. Okay. Okay, should be good for now.
Alright. Well, you want to be paraded? Or at least go to town center?
I would still advise like some distance away from him, because I don't know for how much he has been exposed outside, so he should be fine, but just social distance would be recommended.
Alright.
I've been fairly cautious myself, hence the mask. Last thing you need to do is get a cold or the flu out here. So.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that's why they have me.
Say we got a garden behind them buildings. We got a store to the right of it. That works. We got water in town center out of the well. And we got medical far back behind them. And we got our PD. That's basic town layout of the important stuff.
Okay, it looks like you have plenty of room for housing for if more people end up reaching the quarantine zone. So that's good.
Alright, that we do.
That must be the store?
Yep.
On our right. Yep. That's the store. There's our well if you want water. There's the center where people usually gather. And that's, I want to say that's the road to Green Mountain, but I ain't... that road. No, it is that road. No, it's that road over there. My bad. Yeah. I'm just pointing out landmarks. Alright, what's going on? I'm here.
I just want him, you know, to look at the square.
Wow. Alright. Here's a square. Got anywhere you want to go?
Not really. I'm just looking to talk to as many people, really, to get their stories, trying to get as much information as possible. I hear you guys have computers that are still working, and you have power still, right?
Local power, yes.
One in the clinic.
That's
While
good.
we have computers working around. Well, there's two people if you want to interview them. You can yell at me if you want to go somewhere else.
So you, what was your name again? It was I beg my pardon, but it's a very intricate name.
Zufel Pushtam Pasic.
Sorry, the first name?
Maximilian.
Maximilian. And then...
My name is Maximilian. Zufel Pushtam Pasic is my last name.
Okay. I'm going to apologize now and say I'm not going to be able to pronounce your last name. But Maximilian,
yeah, nobody can.
I can pronounce that. So have you been here the entire time? Were you brought from another quarantine zone, or were you here the whole time?
I have been here and appointed the doctor because of my professions, and pretty much trauma surgeon, or at least I was qualified one.
So you were a trauma surgeon. Where at? Are you from Zagoria?
Electro.
Electro, okay. So, how have things been for you since the start of all this? Has it been...
Pretty chaotic. Well, the situation itself is under control. We have, at least for now, we have food, we have water, and few people unfortunately died because of some incidents. And pretty much, yes, everyone passed their physical exam. As much as I'm aware, I done medical tests and others. Everyone seems very healthy around here. So no medical complications with others.
That's good that the people are healthy. There's food and water for them. You were mentioning earlier that there was a lack of medical provisions for you.
Yep.
And
we still have like a month of supplies and everything if we keep, you know, away from incidents and stuff like that, but we should be supplied, you know, like at least a few times a month to keep everything in check just in case.
that would be ideal to have at least that amount of provisions brought in, if not every other week.
But sadly, because of few incidents, we lost contact to Balota, so if you know anything about that, if the people are still alive there, or if you have contact that you could share, that would be perfect, because one of the guy that had a contact is no longer with us.
Who? He's no longer with you. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
He was your contact to Belota. I'm assuming he was in charge here.
He was colonel, I think.
Colonel of the
He was
CEA?
high-ranking. Yeah. Colonel or some high-ranking officers. I'm not, myself, I'm not. My English is not my first language, so maybe I'm saying a rank wrong. But he was a high-ranking officer around here.
Now, if you don't want to go into detail about what's happened to cause you to lose people,
I can see.
Pardon?
You there talking to him.
What was that? I'm sorry, you were I couldn't quite hear.
I'm just telling him that I can see him, so he's aware.
Has an itch.
Oh.
Mhm.
So when you say that you've lost some people here recently, he was one of them. So he was the one in charge here. Who's been put in charge in replace of him?
I don't know his name, but I know he's a captain. That's his rank, at least.
Okay, so there is enough soldiers and people who are armed here to keep things running for people.
Check, yeah.
Okay, good. That's good to hear. It is unfortunate that losing people. I've seen a lot of that lately, and it's hard. And getting those stories out there, those hard stories that are hard to tell, hit those people where they need it to hit. And that could be the turning factor that gets the push we need to get the supplies here to help everybody. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to get as much information about what is happening, the struggles you are all dealing with, in order to reach as many people as possible. And hearing that you're losing people, it's hard, because nobody wants to hear that, but unfortunately it's what people need to hear at times, that there is loss. That makes it real for them as well, and it can change the hearts of millions if these stories can get out there. That's why I'm here, and I'm glad that you're able to share with me losing somebody.
Well, any more questions?
And that's all for now. Perhaps later, I might come up with a few more questions for you.
For me. Yeah. All right.
Thank you for your time.
No problem. Anytime.
Remind me of your name again?
Leo.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Nice to meet you, Leo. Nice to meet you. Sorry, my head's just all over the place right now.
That's alright. Mine is too. I'm pretty much a scatterbrain right now today.
Do you fish?
I can. Better have it than not need it.
Yeah, good to fish.
That and relaxing.
Anyone
I'm
seen
gonna go check on the
Yuri
farm.
around? Yeah, can you check on Yuri?
Probably in his
as
garden.
well?
Eerie's doing. He's doing.
Yeah,
so far.
shit.
His
Yeah,
father died.
yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, exactly. That's why I want him to check on him. Sorry, I'm just a bit mad. I'm just a bit defensive. That's 2 people. Recently, that's two. That's 2 more than what we should have had happen.
Well, yeah, no, yeah, I know, but what can you do when? I mean, no offense to his father, but he was an idiot, and that pretty big one. Like, just because a few incidents, he was like, "Oh, we're all going to die. This place can't hold us," and then he went right out. He tried to go right outside in the middle of the horde because that's much safer. I'm sorry, but he is an idiot.
Not now. Not now. Not. Two
What were
dead
they going
people.
out for? Do we know? Do we know why they decided to leave?
From what I could tell, they might have been smugglers bringing stuff in
Oh.
from the outside, by the sounds of it.
Well, he said he likes to trade for things. Like, I just thought, you know, what he had already, not like smuggling things.
I'm guessing he will smuggle things that are not in here to trade for more stuff, I'm guessing. What?
What do you mean?
Headache.
Like
Very big
what?
headache.
Oh, okay.
So what are your names?
Sorry, what's your name?
My name's Chip O'Connell. I'm from the World News Network, and I'm here to get as much information as I can to try to get it out to the world, to get as much help as I can bring here. The more information we get out, the better it is for you all.
World News Network. Is that what you said?
Yes, we've been broadcasting as much as we can about this story, and there's only so much that you can tell from the outside, and that's why I'm here. I was at another quarantine zone, but this is the last one standing. We heard that this was the last one.
Base in Balota, is that still standing?
Say again.
Is the base in Balota still, you know, operational? People still alive there?
As far as I know, this is the last one. I do know that some people got out before they fell. Some people it like myself have made their way to other places. My colleague, he's on his way here as well. He'll be conducting interviews, trying to get as much information as well.
But if we're the last one, then like who are you gonna report what we say back to?
The outside, as many different places as possible. There's still a connection to the outside. There's still other places still standing, but in South Zagoria, in this area, this is the last quarantine zone standing. And
hang on. How, if we cannot get out of this place, how are you going to get out and report everything back?
I don't plan on getting out anytime soon, but once this is all handled, and then I'll be out. But we still have access. Your computers are still working, correct?
When they feel like it, just about, yeah. I mean,
So
it's
you're
hanging
planning
on
on
there,
broadcasting news from our quarantine zone and then to others, right? Or
Correct. I'm compiling footage and written reports of what's happening here and sending it out from the internet in order to get it to the World News Network Center, where they'll be compiling it all and broadcasting it worldwide.
And is everyone aware of this? Is Carl aware of this? Are the other officers aware of this? Like,
who the hell is Carl?
don't worry. If you don't know. How about Morgan? Does Morgan know there's a journalist here?
Well,
Give me a second.
Yes? No? Morgan? The one with the deep voice?
I don't know who it is, but I'm pretty sure he was very confused. I told him that Max said something about the journalist coming before he left. So I think he might know.
Okay. Do you know a Jonathan?
Name sounds familiar.
Like another head of security?
Is it what was Barry?
Yeah.
I think so, but I don't think he knows that
Excuse
there
me,
is
Max.
journalist here.
Maximilian, is there some place that I could possibly lay my head? I'll be up again later. I'm just getting very tired.
Wrong building, my friend. You know, I have a problem with my eyesight. lately, so I don't know exactly where the door is, but it should be here.
I seem to have the same maybe it's what do they call that? Stigmatism. It's a certain stigmatism.
Or maybe it's just the wind. Now just to find the staircase.
The staircase is over here, I think. Yeah. Right here.
Right there.
It's right up here.
Oh yeah, right. One more floor up there and you should have a cozy room somewhere. Straight.
Okay. Whoa.
On the another floor, yep, right here.
This is a nice view, honestly. Perfect. Yeah,
If I may, just before you go to sleep, take a sample of your blood with my syringe so I can fully run your tests.
yes. Yeah, that's no problem, no problem.
Alright. And I'm having a headache again. I think my headache should be a little bit better now. There you go. That's all.
Thank you, Maximilian. And
no problem.
if Tim arrives while I'm sleeping, you want to send him this direction?
I will.
Tim's my colleague. He's out there somewhere. He's working his way here. We got split apart by one of the hordes.
Alright, no
But
problem.
I talked to him
will.
just before getting here, so I do know he's still out there.
A result should be available in few hours, and once I get them, I will notify you.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, have a good day, and good night.
You as well.